Okay, Boeing 737 flight reported that this switch, the spring locking mechanism, could get disengaged. It does not refer to 787 directly. The fuel switch which is operated by lifting the collar up and then moving it forward and then putting it back into the position. So if this spring mechanism is not properly installed or checked, then you may not have to lift to move it up and down. That's all this SAIB is saying. It is not making it mandatory even for aircraft of USA. It is an FAA service bulletin that is not applicable to Indian at all. It is for the Boeing to activate. It is for American operators to work on, and it may be some of use to DGCA to issue their safety advisories, which they didn't do. Airlines can look at it, but then it is totally irrelevant, because in this case nobody is suggesting even remotely that the spring mechanism of both the switches malfunctioned in the same 1 second instant. We have a physical evidence of the switch with the AIB board, and they have a photograph in which the switch is firmly locked in the run position. That photograph is in the AIB page itself. The switch that survived the entire crash ordeal in its locked position cannot have a locking mechanism failure. So that thing, even this SAIB doesn't say that the lock mechanism will fail and then it will start working again, then it will fail, then it is not that. Either the spring is broken or it is not broken. So they have the switch in front of them, okay, and they have the photograph, the AIB board. So I don't know why this particular paragraph or SAIB of 2018 has been referred to. According to me, it is quite irrelevant and infructuous. The biggest question that this particular AIB report raises is, which is an open question, whether the fuel switches were moved after the engines had failed in the attempt to restart, or was it moved to kill the engine? Okay, if it was moved to kill the engine, then it should say that, the engines were running perfectly fine prior to that for previous 6, 7, 8, 10 seconds. Because they started rolling about 45 seconds back, the aircraft was on full power. Okay, that has not been said. So why? Because, the stakes are very high. There are 1,200 aircraft which would have been grounded if we had a technical problem with Boeing. And 1,200 aircraft per day would cost about $1 billion to the company or the insurance company. In general, the report does not say that the switch was moved. It says transitioned. Transitioned means there is an on position which is 1 and off position which is 0 in terms of computer, right? Or in electrical signal, either the electrical power is present or electric power is not present. So it transitioned from 1 to 0 and then 0 to 1 is what it says. It does not say the fuel switch was moved physically. Now, can the fuel switch position transition from 1 to 0 and 0 to 1 because of an electrical malfunction? Answer is yes. Can it be done by human intervention? Answer is yes. Okay, both are right. Okay, in this case, what happened? We would, pilot would do it. In case, technically, if it has happened, then there will be a follow-up action by the pilot to do what they did. That is the memory item for dual engine failure. And they have done it. But did they cause it by doing it? That would be really harsh to say. Whereas, we are saying don't come to a conclusion, but we are very conveniently coming to this conclusion. Because it does not harm anyone else other than the 2 pilots who have died.